Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. This is going to be a video I'm going to just kind of do, mainly because I've seen a ton of other people doing it. I just watched three different videos just a moment ago. But as you can tell by the title, a lot of people have been doing this my 10 most valuable album type of thing on Discogs. According to Discogs is the way people have been wording it. And yeah, like I said, I've seen a ton of videos. I just watched three. One person did their top 20, another one did a top 25. So I just thought, screw it, I'll jump on board and kind of do it too, because it's kind of fun. In a weird way, like the sense that I've gotten from watching other people's videos is it's kind of a way of you sharing your grail and allowing us to kind of enjoy it a little bit too. So when I started kind of feeling that way when I was just watching one a moment ago, it kind of made me think, screw it, do it as well. So I'm going to kind of pick the one in the middle. So instead of doing the 25 or 10, I'm just going to do the 20. So my 20 most valuable. No box sets or anything like that. So just only single albums, or individual albums. They can be double LPs, but individual albums. There is one freak thing that I'm going to throw in. So I guess technically it's 21, but I want my 20 just to be 12-inch vinyl, but there's a 7-inch I want to throw in there. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's about it. The other thing I will say too is that the one thing about my grails that I like almost more than actually having the grails is when you go through and look at my grails and see how much I paid for them to acquire them. Like, that's the part that really gets me kind of pumped and excited about them. So what I thought I'm going to do as I go through this is I'm going to go ahead and share with you how much I paid for these albums as well, just to show that over time, you can build a pretty awesome collection and not have to go shell out, tons and tons of money for albums all the time, but take care of what you have, keep it in great shape, baby it and enjoy it, and eventually you'll be amazed at how your collection grails just pop up magically out of nowhere. So, but yeah, like I said, no box sets or anything included, so let's just kind of jump right into it. So starting off at number 20, I hope I don't lose the count here, forgive me if I do. But starting off at number 20, it's going to be this one here, which is POD Satellite. And this is a nice brand new sealed copy. As you can see, it still has the new sticker that the record store had put on it. And this here median price goes for $145, and I like to say high, I don't like to say maximum, because there is no maximum what people will pay. It's just kind of so the high side $249, so $145 median, $249 on the high side, and I think I paid $14 for this. So that's number 20. Number 19 is going to be this one here, which is Guns N' Roses, The Spaghetti Incident. And again, we have a sealed copy with hype stickers in the whole nine. So at number 19, Guns N' Roses is going at $147 median, $210 on the high side. And if I remember correctly, I think I paid $18 for this, $18 or $19 for this. So that's number 19, Guns N' Roses. Number 18, which arguably is probably my favorite grail. I could definitely argue that. But number 18 is Danzig. I love this freaking album. Love the cover. Love the fact that I was able to get one, and love the fact that I have one that's in absolute near mint condition. You kind of see some glare and some, like right there, it looks like ring wear. That's just actually the sleeve, because this is actually mint up and down, and it's a gold stamp promo copy, which is freaking nice. So again, only 18 on my list, but probably one of my favorite grail. Median price $149, high price $267, and I paid $40 for it. Alright, so that was 18, right? So now we're on 17. 17 is going to be this right here, which is Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, the 1987 original pressing with the rape cover. Now this one here, not quite the condition of other stuff in my collection, because you can see there's a crease right here, and then there's some wear on the spine there, as you can see, especially kind of right there. No seam splits or anything, but definitely has that wear along the black. So this is a solid VG Plus copy of it. Median here on number 17, you have 150 median, 399 on the high side, and I paid $12 for this bad boy. All right, so now we're on number 16. Number 16 would be this one right here, which is Limp Bizkit, Chocolate Starfish, and the hot dog flavored water. Very interesting too, because up until last year when I started putting my stuff in Discogs, I didn't even know that this album really had any value. I had it sitting in my collection, estimated about a $9 album, because $9 is what I paid for it. But it is a white stamp promo. And so again, here at number 16, $150 median, $598 on the high side, and like I said, I paid $9 for it. Now again, you have a VG Plus cover in my book because of the wear up here, and then also some stuff along the spine, like right there in the corners. You can see some white on the corners there. So VG Plus cover, but near mint vinyl, which is nice. But yeah, I paid $9 for that bad boy. Okay, so number 15, I hope. I guess technically this should be number 15, but I'm skipping it. But I wanted to kind of show it. This is another one of those freak things. Eric Church Springsteen. I was walking through Target one day and saw it sitting there, and I was like, oh, Springsteen, it's my favorite Eric Church song. At least it was at the time. Like 7-inch single inside of there is only $7.99. So I picked it up, and you know, it just came with a t-shirt that was too small anyway, because it's only a large. But then it had the 7-inch single, which is what I wanted. So I thought, great. Well, turns out I paid $7.99 for it with this Target exclusive, and right now $150 median, $250 on the high side, which is just absolutely crazy. And the weird thing is, I had this sitting in kind of in that box with stuff sitting in the other room that I got to figure out what to do with, what I'm going to give away, if there's anything that can be sold, and it floated around in that box for probably a year and a half at least. So I'm surprised I didn't do something that actually got rid of it at some point. All right, so are we on 15 now? Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, we're on number 14. I'm sorry. No, we're on 15. I'm sorry. This is 15. So number 15, we have Audio Slave Out of Exile. So at number 15 here, we have 150 median, 350 on the high side. I think I paid $16 for this one. So a beautiful near mint copy. So now going to 14. So 14 is going to be Ozzy Osbourne Scream. Again, a nice mint sealed copy at number 14. So we have 166 median, 265 on the high side, and I paid $22.99 for that one. So number 13, this was one that was a little bit shocking. This one has just continually gone up over the past 12 months. Like every time I look at it, it seems to be at another level. I have to go back in and change my prices in my catalog and everything. But it's Rush Counterparts. And this was one of the 2015 reissues when they, reissued all that Rush stuff. Great pressings. They all sound fantastic. Most of the single LPs that were reissued were about $26, somewhere around there. The double LPs were around 30, 32, that type of thing. And so I think it's about how much I paid for this, like $32 or something of that nature. But yeah, at number 13, this is going for 167 median and 250 on the high side. And there's about 3 of those reissues that just keep going up and up and up, and it's just kind of crazy. So number 12, The Fray, How to Save a Life. And this is on kind of orange vinyl. Sorry, it's really messing with the light there. This is at number 12. So you have $177 median, $249 on the high side. And I think I paid about $17 for this one, $17 or $18 for this one. So that's The Fray. So number 11, scroll down here some, is this one here, which is Matchbox 20, Exile on Mainstream. This is it's a 2 LP greatest hits that came out before any of the Matchbox stuff had gotten released. I remember when I first saw this back then, I was very, very happy because it was just basically, oh great, Matchbox 20 greatest hits, and I was always a huge fan of theirs. But yeah, so this is at number 11. $187 median, $400 on the high side, and I paid, it was either $22 or $24.99 for this. So again, nice near mint copy, both LPs, fantastic condition. Another very cool piece. All right, so I guess now we're into the top 10. And we'll start with this one here, which is Shinedown, Us and Them. Definitely a fantastic album by them. For huge Shinedown fans, if you haven't seen it, there is a box set that either just was released or is going to be released in the next week or two, something like that. So keep an eye out there if you want to grab all this old stuff that just some's not out there and some hasn't been issued since this. But yeah, so this comes in at number 10, and here we have $200 median, $250 on the high side, and I paid $24.99 for this one. So great album too. So that's number 10. Number 9, another one that kind of creeped out of nowhere. Sons of Anarchy, music from the season 1 through 4. And it was funny when this first came out because I really wanted it because there's some great songs on there. You know, good southern country, kind of rock, blues, everything kind of mixed together. So really solid soundtrack. The CD was like $19, and I was like, I'm not paying $19 for a CD. And these were like $34.99, and that was still like, I'm not paying $35 for that album. So, you know, I just ignored it for quite some time. And then about a year and a half, maybe 2 years later at Half Price Books, you know, they had one that was like $24.99. I was still like, no, I'm not paying that much. And then there was one of those half off sales, and I ended up getting it for like $11. Well, funny enough, $210 median and $275 on the high side. 2 LP, clear vinyl, perfect condition, and it really is a great listen. But I had no idea that it was gonna skyrocket like that, or I would have been okay paying $34 for it prior. But so I guess that's number 9, right? All right, so number 8. And of course, again, we're just going by the median that's in Discogs, because the one thing you can't account for with this album, of course, is the fact that it's autographed. You know, that's obviously going to add a lot more value to it and probably put it closer to being one of my most valuable albums. But just based off if it was not autographed, it'd be number 8 as far as Discogs go. So here you have $212 median, and $269 on the high side. And autographed, I don't know what that means it goes for or would go for. I wouldn't sell it anyway. But this one, when it came out, it was $24.99 or $29.99. I don't recall. But yeah, so that's number 8 minus the autograph. Number 7. We got a Little Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. Mobile Fidelity Pressing. And these MoFis have really been doing this over the past few years. I mean forever, but it seems like a lot quicker over the past few years. That new stuff comes out, and as soon as they go out of print, it's just like overnight this stuff starts skyrocketing. So Miles Davis, you have $230 median, $350 on the high side, and I think I paid $39.99 for this one, brand new. So that comes in at number 7. So moving right along, number 6 is this one right here, which is Marilyn Manson, Mechanical Animals. Here you have a median of $235, $365 on the high side, and I believe I paid $29, or maybe it was $35 for this one. So actually, I think I got this as a gift, but I think at the time when I asked for it, it was right at $35, I believe. So it's nice, simply, I can say it's simply vinyl pressing. So now we're in the top 5, is that right? Yeah. All right, so these are the top 5 here. And the first one we're gonna go to, and I think on actual value, this might actually be my most valuable album, but again, we're doing the median thing here. So Audio Slave, Revelations, again, brand new sealed copy. And maybe you can tell by the same news sticker that's there, I got this the same place and the same time I got that POD. So Audio Slave here at number 5, you have $275 median, $487 on the high side, and I got this for $12.99. That's what I paid for that. And just took care of it, kept it sealed, and it just happened to turn into a grail. I mean, I didn't do that for that reason, but just kind of happened that way. But I really do think from a sealed copy perspective, like I've looked that up a number of times, the 487 that sold there, none of those were sealed copies. They were all near mint, staying there in great condition. But the only sealed copy I've seen sold for right about $600. So I technically think this might be closer to being one of my top 2 most valuable, but we'll stick with the medium. Either way, $12.99, great buy on that. So number 4, maybe one of the more common grails I tend to see in the VC, which is Van Halen's Balance. This is one of those albums that just seems to come in, or maybe not as much lately, but for quite some time over the course of my collecting, I just seem to get copies of this all the time. I've owned 2 sealed copies as well as this one, and sold those and made a mint. But still, it's just one of those albums that tends to find me. Like this and Pink Floyd The Wall are just 2 albums that just seem to find me a lot. But anyway, so here we have 290 on the median, 500 on the high side, and this one I believe I paid $20 or $25 for. This is one of the ones that I got for right around 20 or 25 bucks. I know I never paid more than 30 for any of the copies I had, including the 2 sealed ones, which of course I really wish I would have kept, but I still think I sold those at the time for like 150 or so each, somewhere around there, so they were still a bit up when I sold them. But yeah. Alright, let me stop this really quick. Alright, so what number are we on here? Oh, top 3 here. So number 3, Van Halen, A Different Kind of Truth. This came out in 2012. So not even an album that's very old, but yeah, I guess just went out of print very fast and just shot up Grail status really fast. So here you have $291 median, $400 on the high side, and I paid. Were these $24.99 or $29.99 when they came out? Whichever one it was when they came out in 2012. I think it was right at 24 or $29.99. So yeah, another great piece. 2LP red vinyl. Nice stuff. Now the top two based on median price. This one might be a bit of a shocker to some people. Another one of those ones that just kind of freaked me out when I first started doing Discogs, because I picked this up when I was just digging one day at a local store. It was a brand new copy and it was $22.99. And, you know, you had that hit song "You're Beautiful" off of this, which I love, but I'm a James Blunt fan for sure. So I thought it was cool that this was on vinyl. Picked it up for $22.99. Well, today, $293 median, $360 on the high side. And again, another near mint copy. Jeez, if I don't screw anything up there. Okay, yeah, so we're still good. And last but not least, according to the median on Discogs for stuff in my collection, it's Dido Life for Rent. It's going to be what they have as the highest on the median side. Really great album too. This is a fantastic album. Like, everyone tends to know the song like White Flag and, you know, kind of her bigger hits or whatever, but when you really dive into this album, it's a very beautiful and very pleasant album to listen to. So Dido Life for Rent, on the median side you have $365, on the high side $548, and I believe this was $40 when it came out. It's a Classic Records pressing. I think it was $40. So again, a nice jump from $40 up to somewhere between $365 to $548. But that would be my most valuable album according to the median price in Discogs. So yeah, that's kind of how I would lay down my top 20. I do have a lot of, you know, good autograph stuff in my collection too, so it's really kind of hard to figure out where that fits in, because one that I wanted to kind of pull out that wasn't, you know, but couldn't quite figure was, I have a original pressing of the Melvins Houdini, and, you know, it's near mint across the board, 124 median, 249 on the high side, but that my copy is also signed by Dale and Buzz. You know, so it's like, how exactly do you add that value to not only original, you know, it being an original pressing of Houdini, but to have both of them, you know, autographed it. But I definitely think that probably fits somewhere closer than one of my top 5 or something like that. But anyway, so there you go, VC. Again, glad I had a chance to kind of sit back and do that, as much as I've been enjoying everyone else's. So as always, let me know what you think, and we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.